Hey, Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Kwakadash, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. I want to give it up honor to the apostles of Great Millstone who have taught me this truth. I want to give it peace and blessings to the Akim across the four corners of the earth who teach this truth and risk the life to do so. It's going to be a quick video. Lord, the video is edifying. Lord, I can get something from this video. Quick video. I came across an article yesterday and a video yesterday about the president, right? And how everybody's excited about the so-called wealth change, the America going into basically a period of becoming wealthy again, right? And what it has is it has a lot of Americans trusting in the president and trusting in the current things that's being set up, the laws that's being passed, the things that's being put in position for the American people. They're saying that it's going to be a lot more millionaires. It's going to be a lot more millionaires that are made in America because of certain deals being made overseas, basically with America, and certain agreements coming to, just like last week, China and America had an agreement as far as tariffs, right? They came to an agreement as far as what they were going to do. So that, got the people's mind to calm down. It got the people's mind out of the state of being worried, the state of unknown, because really, the American people are so comfortable with being comfortable. And when it's time to get uncomfortable, people panic, people worry, like the state of unknown, right? Being that these people have so much security for so long, to be in a state of the unknown make these people panic and bug out, because the only thing that they rely on, the only thing that they have faith in is what they see, right? Or who's in power, right? And the so-called white man is in power, right? So what they do, they rely on the devil, okay? A couple years ago back, I'm gonna abbreviate it, but CV19, when that was going on real heavy, right? And the president that we have now, I don't want to say his name because I don't want the video to get taken off. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the president we have now was actually in the office back then as well. And he had shut the government down, right? So when he shut the government down, I remember, and bros can pull his video up on YouTube. And bros know what I'm talking about. You had the lady that worked for the government, the so-called black woman, right? Older lady, worked for the government. When he had shut the government down, everybody was feeling it because that money wasn't coming in, jobs were being lost, shit like that, right? Everybody remember that state of being uncomfortable, right? And she's like, oh, please, Mr. President, please turn the government back on so we can work, or something like that, right? But that just represented not just our people relying on this current society and the rulers of it, but it represented the world relying on this current society and the rulers of it. So now when you hear a spark of so-called good news for America, now these people are walking around jolly happy, and guess what? The president we have now all of a sudden becomes the best president ever. But what you don't understand is that prophecy is still prophecy. This place is set to be destroyed. Scriptures talk about 200 million missiles being shot down on this place. You understand what I'm saying? So it don't matter what so-called good news that may appear, right? And I'm just speaking as a man on this, but I think for every good thing that happened, it's going to be a bad thing that trumps the good thing that happened. Okay? Because it's not really what they show you on the face. It's the shit that's being done on the back end, right? And then how they move, like a serpent, right? Very cunning, very slick, right? So how we get good news, how did this place get good news, right? At the same time, you got, missiles being built and missiles being shot in places, going to war with each other. Okay? Like how deals are being made, this and that, but it don't matter what deal is made, right? It doesn't matter what deal is made because privacy is privacy. It don't matter what y'all say because privacy is privacy. It don't matter if, let's say, if it is more jobs and it is more job opportunities, why the fuck is people getting laid off? We actually went into that at camp. You know what I'm saying? The so-called black women are being laid off at the masses. The percentage was high, and I think the percentage of so-called black men was like, it changed by 1%. So that goes into, you women that are at ease, you know what I'm saying? That goes, because really the comfort in this society is catered toward you. But yet you don't need a man, yeah, you independent, yeah, you this or you that, but everything was built by a man for your ass, for your security and your safety. That's why if you get into it with a man, if you get into it as a woman with a man, right, all you're going to do is call another man to back you up. But yet you don't need men, but yet you need them when it's convenient for you. You know what I mean? But that's how backwards and warped the society is. Because just imagine if there were no police. Just imagine, how if there were no police and no protection for the weaker vessel and the children, right? Then men would be valued a lot higher. Your man would be valued a lot higher. You will see your man in a different light. But you got so much security and so much so-called protection that you think protects you, right? That yet you'll talk back, you'll talk smart, you think you this, you think you that. See, when there's nothing to back you, your true nature comes out. You fall in line almost automatically. Because you understand. You start understanding, oh shit, I'm really, I'm not stronger than the man. I'm not this, I'm not that. I should be, so the thoughts of adultery, that don't pop up like that. It don't pop up like it do now with security. The thoughts of talking back, the thoughts of talking shit, the thoughts of not listening to your man, the thoughts of murmuring, the thoughts of speaking under your breath, and when your man tell you to do something, you got a fucking attitude. The thoughts of not cooking, the thoughts of not playing your role as a woman fades when there's no other men to protect you. And this is the time that we coming into where it's going to be all out chaos. Okay? This is, so no matter what good news you hear, remember prophecy. Remember prophecy. Okay, great. Okay, you people think you got security. Okay, cool. Oh, America this, America that. But really, all this shit is just shaping up to bring in the MOTB. All this debt, America, stop it, man. All this shit is just shaping up to be that one world currency, man. And they pushing, they pushing it subliminally. They brain CHIPs, right? Convenience, right? The tap to pay. Right now, you tap in your car, soon what? You gonna tap your hand, they gonna scan your head. Come on, man. They got things that when you go to Sam's Club, and it's like, if I'm rambling, I'm gonna get into the scriptures right now, but if they got things when you go to Sam's Club, wherever you at, I don't know what, if they got a Sam's Club in every state, but out here they got a Sam's Club in the Costco. But at Sam's Club, when you leave fucking Sam's Club, you got two big ass pillars that you walk through. So you just scan everything in your bag and you walk right through those pillars. And I guess it detects if you stole anything or if you didn't pay anything, and then they check your receipt at the door. Back then, it was you stand in line, you pay for your groceries. I mean, they still got that, but now you can just scan the shit that's in your cart on your phone and walk at those pillars, and if it don't detect that you stole nothing, you straight. So what is that eventually going to turn into? They gearing everything up for that CHIP. And it's not going to take another 30 years. It's not going to take another 1,000 years. It's not going to take another 100 years. It's not going to take that long because they're already kind of enforcing it now. You got, bro, AI, like ChatGPT and all that shit, which is probably a smidget version of what it really can do. Man, all that shit is being geared up to for that, man. For the convenience of the people. You sell convenience to lazy people, they'll bite. You sell convenience to people who want to be comfortable, who don't have morale or morals, who don't fear God. Why not get it? If it's going to make your life easier, why not? See, that's the angle that they come with. Okay? This is 1 Thessalonians 5. And 2, it says, for yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. See, and it's coming to as a thief in the night for the masses, because the masses. It's like I got interrupted by a call, but this is 1 Thessalonians 5 and 2. It says, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord cometh as a thief in the night. And it's coming as a thief in the night to the masses because they don't they don't understand what to look for. They don't understand the scriptures. They don't understand prophecy, right? They don't believe that this place is going to be destroyed because this place's name isn't in the Bible, right? But the Bible is older than this place. So this place has spiritual names that represent it in the scriptures. Okay. 3, it says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So it don't matter what they say, peace and safety, this and that, woo, woo, blase, blase, we got aid, we got this, we got that. Okay, great. Great. Destruction is still coming. So it don't matter. So what do you put hope in? What do you put faith in? Where do you put your works? Do you put your works in the world, or do you put your works in the Lord and your faith in the Lord? Your faith in or works in His truth and faith in the Lord. Because in the time to come, the so-called white man won't even be able to save himself. The heathen won't even be able to save themselves. But the Lord is coming to save His elect in the 1/3. Okay. 4, it says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. See, because scriptures say, when you go to Hebrews 10 and 31, right, it says, or 32, it says, or 33, if I'm not mistaken, it says, you are illuminated. So when you got this truth, you got the light, so you can see. America represents darkness. We have the light. The little sanctuary set up throughout the earth, right, especially in America, have the light, have the truth, so we can see. So we know what to look for. We know to look for prophecy. We know to look for news. We know to go into this scripture, match this with that scripture. We know that ultimately this rulership is gonna fail. Okay, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Right? So we are aware, right? Things are shown unto you than what's shown unto most men. Most men ain't got this truth. It's a small number that got this truth, and it's a smaller number that's going to maintain it. It's a smaller number that's going to be saved, because scriptures say what? Many are called, but few are chosen. That's why I say, Lord willing, I'm a part of that number. I don't know. But I know that I'm aware. I know that I know the truth. I know that I've been taught this, so I know I have a duty and I have an obligation to teach and preach it. Because scriptures say what? If you knew and you didn't do it, you should be beaten with many stripes. It is better that if you have not known than to know. So when you made aware and you get this light, right? You made aware, you get this light, you have you are accountable on a different level. And yeah, sometimes, we may slip as men, but scriptures say a just man falleth 7 times, but he get back up again. So, you might slip and slip and slip and slip and slip. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a habitual slipper, right? But you might, especially doing the same thing, slipping on the same thing, but the key point is just to get back up and keep going, and keep going, because what it says, but the wicked fall into mischief. Niggas slip and quit. I'm tired. You can't have that spirit. That's why scripture say back in Hebrews 10 and 30, 31 on down, when you go to the last verse, it says, we are not of them that turn back unto perdition, but of them that believe in the saving of the soul. So we ain't turning, Lord willing, right? I say this humbly, not turning back to the world. We understand that the world has nothing but hell coming to it, no matter how much peace and safety they broadcast and advertise. Okay? Hey, so with that, man, Lord, videos edifying, lonely. I can got something for this video. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Kakadash. I want to tell you what